Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're grabbing our magnifying glasses and whisking our way into a true culinary investigation. We're going to be deconstructing a classic French sauce, the legendary Allemande sauce, and, really looking at the surprising nutritional facts hidden inside.
Okay, let's dive right into this because right off the bat, we're faced with this massive paradox. Can a classic French cream sauce actually be good for you? I mean, when we think of traditional French sauces, we usually picture rich, heavy indulgences, right? Not exactly health foods. But the source material we're unpacking today absolutely challenges that exact assumption. The source makes a very bold claim, which brings us to the core thesis of our explainer today. Quote, Allemande sauce can offer valuable nutrients when consumed in moderation, unquote. So the absolutely crucial point is that word right there, moderation. It's not about ladling bottomless bowls of gravy over your plate. It's really about how a thoughtfully portioned serving actually unlocks some highly functional benefits for our bodies.
Section 1. Deconstructing the ingredients. First up, we have the base. If you aren't super familiar with classic French cooking, Allemande sauce starts with veal velouté. Basically, that's a flavorful lean protein sauce prepared directly from veal stock. Now, why does this matter? Well, starting with a lean protein foundation means it contains way less unhealthy fat than you might assume, which is actually fantastic for maintaining heart health and managing your cholesterol levels. So, from that lean base, we mix in our first major enriching ingredient: egg yolks. These bring high-quality protein and essential amino acids for muscle repair. And this is just fascinating because it shows how consuming egg-based sauces occasionally can actually contribute to your daily protein needs. It helps your body recover after exercise or an illness, and you don't even have to rely exclusively on a giant piece of meat on your plate to get it.
And this brilliantly illustrates our next ingredient, cream. Yes, heavy cream. It actually provides a significant hit of calcium for strong bones, teeth, and even osteoporosis prevention. Obviously, cream is high in fat. We all know that. But when we consume it moderately as part of this sauce, it's really acting as a delivery system for vital nutrients that your skeletal system absolutely needs to thrive.
Finally, we literally cannot forget the seasonings. The herbs, things like parsley, thyme, and black pepper, they aren't just there to make it taste good. They equal beneficial antioxidants. These flavor boosters add a hidden layer of immune support, actively working to reduce inflammation and shield your body against those harmful molecules known as free radicals. Plus, selecting fresh, quality spices really maximizes the cellular protection. Moving right along to Section 2, the satiety and calorie equation. Now, when comparing a standard low-fat meal to one featuring a moderate amount of Allemande sauce, the science of satiety tells a pretty surprising story. The dietary fat actually slows down your digestion, and what that means is it sustains your energy levels over a longer period, keeping you fuller for longer. So it actually helps prevent that urge for frequent unhealthy snacking later in the afternoon. It's a real game changer. But okay, we do need to talk about the numbers, specifically the extra calories. Allemande sauce is undeniably calorie-dense. Now, if you're an athlete burning tons of fuel, or someone recovering from an illness who desperately needs to get extra calories in, this density is fantastic news. However, if you're focusing on weight management, strict portion control is absolutely essential. You want all that flavor and the satiety without, tipping the scales. Section 3, Strategy, Smart Pairing and Customization. Now, what's really interesting here is that if we view this nutritional profile like a giant puzzle, almond sauce definitely has some clear gaps. It's kind of limited in fiber and vitamins. But the simple solution? Play culinary matchmaker. Just pair the sauce with nutrient-dense, fiber-rich sides. If it lacks fiber, serve it over whole grains or steamed veggies. If it needs vitamins, pair it with leafy greens or carrots. By making these smart pairings, you completely balance out the whole meal. And listen, you aren't just stuck with the classic 19th century recipe either. You can easily substitute the heavy cream with low-fat or even plant-based alternatives if you want to drop the calorie count. You could incorporate extra garlic or citrus juices to build massive flavor without adding fat. The beauty of Allemande sauce is its incredible flexibility. It's super easy to adapt to your personal dietary preferences while still keeping that amazing, rich taste. Section 4, Safety and Reality Check. First off, who actually wrote the source we're analyzing today? Well, it comes from a health enthusiast named Archie. Actually, Archie isn't a medical doctor. He's someone who started documenting his own journey to find foods that could help him manage his arthritis and weight. I absolutely love this because it gives all this nutritional data a real human heartbeat. The motivation behind this breakdown comes from a real person trying to find joy and health in everyday eating. It really shows us that wellness doesn't have to mean completely giving up the foods we love.
But, and this is a big but, because it is from a personal journey and based partially on theory, we definitely need to highlight the source's own safety protocol. It is absolutely vital to note your risk factors first. Like if you have severe dairy allergies, high cholesterol, or tricky digestive issues, a heavy cream and egg sauce might just not be for you. Always consult a doctor before making significant dietary changes, and of course, do your own research using trustworthy sources. We really want you to make informed, safe choices that work for your specific body.
Which leaves us with a pretty big final question. Does indulgent always mean unhealthy, or is it literally all about how we use it? This explainer really challenges some deep-seated culinary dogmas. It proves that with smart pairing, mindful portioning, and just a little bit of culinary science, even a classic French cream sauce can have a place at the table. I highly encourage you to take this new perspective into your kitchen and just think about how you approach your very next meal. Keep questioning, keep learning, and I will catch you on the next explainer.